All right, it is time for the SimRail playtest. We're gonna be doing dispatching today, and I don't know how long I'm gonna be filming this. I played with it last night for a few hours, and I had a lot of fun. I just woke up, I'm loading into a server. This is the English 1 server, and it is full of people. Now, with the last update, it wasn't showing any drivers, it wasn't showing any dispatchers for some reason, even within 15 kilometers, which they said was the limit that would show for this list here. But there was an update this morning or sometime last night, and now it shows everyone in the server, or at least everyone that I think is in the server. Maybe they changed it from 15 to like 60 or 75 kilometers, or maybe they're showing everyone, I don't know. But you can see now that it is sorted from shortest to longest, though in the future, I would want to see filters for all of these things. So instead of sorting by distance, sometimes I'll want to sort by ping to see lowest ping or highest ping, and maybe even sort by role or nickname in alphabetical order. So I think that this is fixed now. So we're gonna jump in here and do a little bit of dispatching. The AI dispatcher from the station to our left just let us know that train 41116 departed at 10:41 a.m. So now we can find that train on our schedule board. Train 41116. That is this one right here, going from Z to P. I'm not even gonna try to pronounce the names because I already know that I'm going to completely butcher them. It's expected to come by at 10:49 a.m. and it is 10:41 now. There's no layover, and I don't think there's actually any layover for any of the trains on the schedule. No, there's no layover at all on this station, at least for the time being. So we're going to exit out and we're going to see that this train is coming right now on track 2 here, train 41116. And this train actually just went by not too long ago. This one is going to the next station. So this is us here in this post. I've noticed that at some dispatcher locations, it has like your current location on this switchboard map. And I don't know if every single one has been updated to include that, but I hope that that actually happens, because sometimes you get confused and I'm wondering, okay, where am I on this map? Which direction is which? You know, I want it to make sense. And knowing this is us here and we're facing this way forward, and if you exit out of this map, then you'll see that that third track is starting right here, and the fourth track that was at the bottom is actually starting right down here. So it makes a lot of sense, and it actually helps, you know, especially for players maybe that are new to the game or even just don't understand the route and, you know, what direction they're facing and where things are, because I can become spatially disoriented pretty easy. One other fun thing that I've noticed with the dispatchers is there's actually a light switch on the wall. So if you're in here at night, you can click this and toggle this and the lights in here come on. I also have noticed like there's all sorts of stuff that you can't really interact with or do. They're just kind of here for fun, but it would be really, really cool actually, since, you know, dispatchers are going to be sitting in here for long periods of time. If maybe they could like put MP3 files into a folder on your computer, like how some games support this, and then play music through these speakers here. Like that would actually be really cool if something like that was in the game, because I know that you can do that in certain Grand Theft Auto games on the computer. Some of the older ones let you do it where you put MP3 files into a folder and then you can listen to them like in the car as you're driving around. Like something like that. It's such a small touch, but it would make it a little more fun, especially if you're going to be, you know, sitting in here for hours and hours at a time dispatching trains. So it looks like we have 2 trains coming on our map. We have one coming this direction. You can see here by the arrows pointing right, and then up here on track 1, arrows pointing left. So these are the directions of travel. So I'm going to go ahead and make the paths clear this way. I'm going to plan the first route, click on this again, and execute the second and final so that this train can go completely through our location. And then I'm going to do the same for the other side. Since we don't have any layovers, we're not going to need to pull any trains onto the siding. I don't know why this station has those extra tracks, I guess just in case that happens, but it doesn't look like that's a part of the schedule here. While I was playing as a driver, I did have to pull over onto the side to let express trains, which we cannot play yet. I had to let them pass, but I cannot wait for the full version of this game to come out because I really want to try those express trains. They are going to be loads of fun. So this train here is going to be here the quickest. It's hard for me to see exactly which train this is until it makes its way down. As you can see, the numbers actually cut off, and it's even worse when it's up here. I hope that they do make a change so that that text box is pushed to the left and doesn't cut off the edge of the screen so that we're able to see exactly what train this is the second that it appears on here. Not so much an issue on this side as the text box is moving to the right of the mouse cursor, so you're gonna be able to see it right away. A little bit different for this side. So that train that's getting ready to pass by is actually not a bot. That is a real person. So we're gonna be able to say hi to that player as they come by. And that's what I was doing yesterday. I would walk down to the tracks and just like jump and spin around in circles. And then when these people would pass, they would just like blow their horns. It was pretty freaking cool. Like I didn't think that this was something that would come to a train sim. And I didn't think it was something that I needed in a train sim, but I do need it and I want it and I love it. And honestly, I love Railworks. I love Train Sim World, but I just don't want to touch that right now. Like this is just so fun and I'm gonna be devastated when this playtest ends. Granted, there are lots of bugs, but I'm sure that things will be worked out in due time. So this is the train that's coming from the left to right side, and then this is the train that's coming from right to left. So this is actually an express train, and it is coming at 10:59 instead of 10:49, though I think that's gonna be here a little bit quicker. So we're gonna head outside and wait for this train that is coming down here from the left-hand side. I believe it's only 1 to 2 signal blocks now away from our station, so we're going to be able to see it, I guess, within the next minute to minute and a half, and we're gonna stand right here next to the track and hypothetically wave, jump around in the air, all of that stuff. And I might even push to talk and say hi. I don't know if he's gonna talk back. I don't know if he has a microphone, because I know some players don't have that, but it's just so cool that you can do this. It's so fun. It's awesome. And oh my gosh, I can't wait for the full thing, the final thing to come out. And even though obviously I'm not Polish, I don't really know Polish roots and all that stuff, I'm definitely more than interested in, you know, learning the routes, learning the area, learning the stations and all of that stuff, but also seeing other things come to this as well, you know? UK routes. I want to see American stuff. Developers, if you're watching, North American people, and I mean not all, I don't want to speak for everyone, but some of us here are Northeast Corridor junkies. Like we want to see the Northeast Corridor, we want to see a big leg of it. I'll get back to that in a minute, but we're gonna go ahead and jump around in the air and say hi to this guy. Yep, there he goes. He's honking and we're spinning around in circles. I love this. Isn't this just so cool? Listen to him. This is just so cool. I love it. Okay, so you don't have to run back into the house. You can just press the 1 on the keyboard and you're gonna go back inside. So we're gonna go ahead and let the next station know that this train just passed. 41116 is going to P. So we're going to click P and we are going to hit train departed at, and this is train 41116. So we're gonna let them know that that train departed at 10:50 and is now heading in their location. And the next train is actually getting ready to come, and this is an express train, so it's probably gonna be going a little bit faster. The train that just passed was actually going a little bit over speed, 125 kilometers an hour, that's their speed limit. The express trains I think can go like 160 to 200 past this area, so we're gonna be seeing that within the next couple of minutes. And I just let the next station, which is actually not a bot. The station to the left is a bot, the station to the right is not a bot, but I just let them know that a train is coming. They have not responded yet, but if they do, of course, you'll hear a sound and you'll be able to see it there in the message log. And we're gonna head outside and get ready for the next train that is gonna be coming by any minute. So this is the train that just passed right here. Next one, 10:59. This guy's a little bit early. There's no instructions to hold him. He's early, so we're just gonna let him come early and I guess leave early as well. I'm not too worried about what happens when he gets to his next checkpoint, but I'm sure if he arrives to his next station early, he'll probably stay here. But anyways, what I was saying about the Northeast Corridor. Yeah, we need the full Northeast Corridor. And seeing that there's a 500-kilometer route in this game, 500 kilometers. That's insane. Like, a big chunk of the Northeast Corridor can be done, and that's like one of my biggest gripes with Railworks and also Train Sim World is the routes are so small. Like, the time you finally get sucked into it and you get into it, then it's over. You're at the end, you know, and you either get bored or then you want to play it again and then drive the other direction or whatever. But it's like with this, there's so much to explore. There's so much going on. And I would just love to see like maybe Washington to New York City. Like, just that leg would be amazing. Honestly, I would not even be surprised if they were to implement something longer. I don't know if they could get Amtrak licenses, but that would also be really, really awesome if they could. Even DC to like New Haven, Connecticut would be fun as well. Like, that would be insane. Or maybe Boston to New York or Boston to Philadelphia, like, or maybe the whole thing. I don't know. Imagine like a Washington to Boston, like the whole corridor. And then you could have dispatchers and all sorts of players and multiplayer. Like, that is what this genre needs. We've been needing multiplayer for a while. And I'm just really surprised that, you know, Train Sim World hasn't done that or at least introduced that yet. But I don't know, maybe there hasn't been enough demand. I feel like when this comes out, this is really gonna shine and they might get a little bit of inspiration from it. They might. I can definitely see them using this as a tool to, you know, grow and improve their game for sure. And I do think that comparisons between the two games are necessary as well. So here comes that express train getting ready to pass right now. This guy is going 181 kilometers an hour. He was going 200, but he is slowing down. So I'm assuming that there's a 160 speed limit coming up pretty shortly. So going a little slower past this station. So now we're going to come inside and let the station to our left know that 1419 has departed and is on its way. 1419, and we're gonna send that to them. And because it's a bot, they will send an automated response back, just basically repeating, I repeat, train 1419 departed at 10:54. The guy, whoever is at the next one, did not respond to me, but you know, it is what it is. All right, next train. Looks like we have another one coming in our direction. This one just came on our map. The station to the right is not communicating with us at all, which I don't have a problem with, but I heard that in order for these signals to be working at optimal level, you know, correctly without things being blocked up, you have to be communicating between dispatcher posts. That's what I heard, and that's what I read on the forums. I don't know if that's actually true or not. So we're gonna see which train is coming from the P location and heading towards us, the next train at least. This one isn't scheduled to arrive until 11:09, so this guy looks like they are on time. This is 24121. There's no layover, and of course is coming on line 4. That is our next train. We're gonna go ahead and set the route up so that this train can be accepted. We're gonna execute the first part and then finish the route, execute that. There we go. We have a clear path for this next train. And when is the train from the other direction coming? I wanna take a look at this too. Looks like this train is gonna be arriving a few minutes later at 11:07. That's on the schedule. Apparently these real arrivals are not accurate. They're not going to auto update and they're not going to auto populate. So if a train is late, you're not going to see it at this time. You're going to see it sometime after this time. And that's what happened last night. There were a lot of trains that were coming late. That train should be popping up on this map any second. That's if it happens to be on time, but we're gonna go ahead and clear the path and get ready for this one. There we go, full clear path. And I was having some issues last night with the servers. I really hope this doesn't happen again, but I kept getting disconnected from the servers. Like pretty much any server that I would join, whether I was a driver or a dispatcher, it would actually kick me from it. Sometimes I'd be in it for an hour, sometimes I'd be in it for 20 minutes, and sometimes I'd be in the server for 3 to 4 hours. And I don't know if you only earn points when the scenario completes or when you quit on your own merit, but there have been many sessions where I drove for hours and hours and hours, and because I was kicked from the server, I never got any of that experience, and my score at the top left never went up, unfortunately, and that really bothered me. So I hope that in the future or with the launch of the game, they make it so that you accrue points and score like live. That way, if you're disconnected from a server, if something happens, and you get to keep that score, and you don't only get that score if you successfully complete the scenario, because what if you're kicked from the server, or what if the connection drops or something like that? And I don't mean kicked as in, you know, you did something bad. I mean just kicked as in your internet connection was bad, you know? It definitely discouraged me a little bit bit because I was driving so much and I didn't get any of that experience. Plus, we also don't know if these scores, if these levels are going to transfer over from the playtest to the official game, which my guess is that it isn't, because this is considered a completely different game in Steam than to what the official final full release will be, you know? But still, this is loads of fun for what it is. And I'm happy that they're also releasing patches as quick as they are. I'm very surprised by that. Like literally every time I'm playing, in the middle of the day, a new patch comes, and then sometime at night before bed, a patch comes, and then when I wake up in the morning and I'm ready to start playing it again, there's another patch. Like we're getting 1 to 3 patches a day consistently during this playtest, and this is just during multiplayer. Like the single player stuff is going to be loading up eventually too. So when that comes, I'm sure that there's gonna be a handful of bugs with that, but really happy and grateful for the playtest. But I do have to admit, I don't think that this game is ready for a release next month. And it's not even late next month. It is early next month, January 13th, I believe it is. So less than a month away now. I don't think it's ready for release. Personally, I think they should push it back a couple of months, but these playtests have definitely helped nonetheless, for sure. So we're just gonna chill for a little bit and wait for some of these other trains, at least this train heading from right to left, wait until that gets closer, and then maybe we'll see the one heading from left to right pop up soon. All right, that train that's coming from the left and going to the right is supposed to be passing by here in just 2 minutes, and it's still not registering in any of the signal blocks to our left. So I don't know if that train is stuck somewhere. I don't know if it's late. I'm hoping that it's not stuck somewhere, because then that could be a sign of signal issues, or I don't know what that could be, but hoping that it's just late and that there are no problems with that train, whether it's an official player or a bot. But we do have our service that is coming from right to left, just about 6 to 8 signal blocks away now. So we're gonna be seeing that pass by shortly. And just like I expected, connection to the server was lost for an unknown reason. I get this every single day, every single time I'm on a server, and I don't know what the excuse is for it. I live in North America. I'm on a North American server. I have fiber optic internet with literally no issues at all. I don't know if the server is just rebooting, because I hear that after a certain time they reboot, but I find that interesting that they happen to reboot every single time I join it. And now that server is not even here. So I'm thinking maybe it did reboot or something. I'm not sure. All right, I was able to get back into the same server. I can't get the same dispatch post, unfortunately, but I got another one that's in a similar location, I think. It's one of the easy ones, which I'm going to stick with for a while until I fully get the hang of every single function in multiplayer dispatch mode. I don't want to jump into, you know, a dispatch location that has like 5, 6, 7, 8 platforms with 2 stations, and I don't know what I'm doing. I'm still sort of a beginner, you know, so I want to make sure that I'm doing things right. Also, is that the same guy that passed by us earlier that's now getting ready to pass by us here? That's really funny. Okay, so let's find out where these trains are going. Let's jump right into this here. 41116. Okay, so where is this train going? Going from P to WP. Okay, I have been here before, so let's go ahead and just clear this train route for this train. Let them through. Also, maybe it kicked me from the server because I was AFK, but I wasn't AFK long. If it kicks you for being AFK, maybe, just maybe it should warn you that it's getting ready to do it. You know, all I did was step away from my computer for maybe a minute, but they need to like at least put on there, hey, we're getting ready to remove you from the server. You've been AFK, you know, but they didn't do that. So, I mean, I don't know if that's why I was removed or what, but here he is. So let's just jump in the air and spin around in circles and say hi. I don't know if he's gonna blow his horn or not, but this is the same guy that passed earlier. I think this was one of the first trains, actually. So we jumped 2 or 3 dispatch stations down, I believe. So that's pretty cool, huh? All right, so let's head right back inside and report to the next station that that train has passed. So this is 41116 going to WP. That's this one here. Oh no, 41116. There's 3 ones in the middle of that, and they departed at 11:06. 17. So let's let them know that. And then of course we have another train here. This is 4118. I believe that this is the bot that came right after that original train. Actually, maybe this worked out for a reason. We get to see the same trains multiple times. I'm not too mad about that. We can't clear this track for this train yet until this train moves out from the 1600 signal block into the 1586 signal block fully. Right now it's occupying 2 because it was between, but now we are good to execute the route. So things should approve and go through. Wait, let's just double check here and make sure this is going to the right place. 41118. Okay, yeah, going to this place here because there's another location here. C, it could be going there, which is this track down here on A. And we definitely don't want to route things on the wrong track. That would not be good. So this train is currently entering our signal block just behind the other train. And I think it was actually stopped at that signal. Yeah, there it was. It actually had to because, you know, it's trailing behind this other train here. And wow, this guy's really picking up speed. Holy crap, 162 kilometers an hour. And you can already see up ahead that he's gonna have to stop the next signal block. I'm sure that whatever station he's going to next, this guy here, 41116, is probably gonna have to pull off to a side track and then let the express train 4118, which is the bot, pass him. Not too much going on here at the moment, but we're going to report these trains to the next station. So this was 4118 that departed at 11:19. There we go. They didn't respond to the first inquiry and probably won't respond to the second, but we should be good and pretty clear of trains for a little bit of time here. I don't want to sit around and not move though, because I don't want it to kick me from the server. I don't know if that's what's causing it, but our next train actually isn't coming for a while because this one was a few minutes early. We have to wait until 11:36 and then 11:37, but these trains are going to different locations. So I believe that this is an express train. I can kind of make that assumption based on the train number. I've noticed that the express trains are 4 digits and then the other ones are 5 digits. So the next train, express train, also EIJ. The last one that just passed was EIJ. So the next train, which is likely express, is going on the same track that we just sent the previous 2 trains on. But then the train that's coming a minute after that is actually going on that other track, that third track that is going to a completely different location. So that one is going to be coming next. Also, I want to see, we probably don't have any layovers here, I'm assuming. Yeah, no layovers because we don't have any side tracks. So we have nowhere to, you know, put them onto another track anyway. And also it's showing you what line number it needs to go on. When it's going to this C place, the line number is 541. 541 at 11:37. So we just have to make sure that we are constantly checking this board to make sure that we are sending trains on the right routes to the right places, because that is the last thing we need is to, and I think I've made this mistake before. I think the first time that I played this, I was not doing it right at all. I wasn't reporting trains that were going by. I wasn't saying anything. I wasn't looking at this this document here with where trains are supposed to be moving and where they currently are. And I was like, okay, I'm gonna put this train on this track and make him go ahead of that train, thinking that these all are going to the same place when they're not. Only these 2 are going to the same place. This one is going to a completely different location. So this has been interesting to say the least, but it's fun, you know, and this is definitely what I've needed in this game. I'm afraid to like stop moving because I don't know if it's going to like remove me from the server because of it. I don't know if that's the reason why it's taking me off the server. I also don't know if you can even earn points and score from doing dispatch mode, because I have yet to actually voluntarily quit out of a dispatch session. Every time I'm out of a dispatch session, it is because I am removed from the server, whether it's a connection issue or what. I don't even know, can you even kick players at the moment? Like, is that even possible? You can report players, but there's not even an option to kick a player. So there's no reason why I would even be kicked in the first place, you know? Oh, that's cool. Sort by dispatcher, you can see all the dispatchers in all the different locations. I don't know why, but this guy was just not talking to me at all. This is really, really cool. I'm loving this. I hope that the servers become more stable though over time, because there's no reason that, you know, people should be getting kicked out. It definitely gets frustrating frustrating. After I'm kicked out a couple of times, I normally just turn the game off for a few hours, take a break, and then just come back to it eventually. But if you're a beginner and you want to get into dispatching and learning all of this stuff, I definitely recommend the smaller stations. The stations that just have 2 tracks, or maybe that have a side track and that have switches in case the directions need to be changed. Now, speaking in terms of switching directions, I don't know when it's appropriate to actually do that. I haven't had an instance or a case where I needed to actually change the direction of travel. For example, this track here, this bottom track is going to the right and the top is going to the left. I haven't needed to make both tracks go the same direction. Oh, we finally have communication. But who is it from? 41116. Wait, you will get clearance shortly. Oh, something is held up ahead, maybe. Oh, this is coming from WP. Oh, this is coming from the next one. This is that first train that went by. Okay, so there appears to be some sort of hold up down there, which I'm now curious to learn more about. Also, little tiny details and additions. I really hope that they make it so that we can like sit in the chair, because I mean, hovering over this, it's gonna get a little boring and annoying, you know? It'd be cool if we could sit down in the chair and be, you know, actual eye level with the screens and be able to look on each one without having to really, you know, zoom in or fully click it and open it and all of that stuff. I really hope we don't lose connection to the server within the next 10 minutes, because I really want to see these 2 trains and send them on completely separate tracks and, you know, actually do it 100% right this time, because the past couple of times I have not, and it's gonna be getting really busy for the last 15 minutes of the 11 o'clock hour. So I hope that things stay put for that as well. Oh my gosh, you can even toggle the desk light. That is so cool. I'm like learning all the little things. They need to make a lot of this stuff interactable. I mean, we are gonna be chilling in here for a while, and especially at some of these smaller stations, there's just going to be a lot less to do, you know? But in the meantime, let's exit the building. Let's just walk around and just explore. I mean, I really don't know what else to do, and I'm kind of afraid to leave my camera idle because I'm on the forums just, you know, looking around and talking to other people and reading suggestions. I kind of want to go to a busier station, but the busier dispatch stations are always taken, especially on the servers that are more, you know, full. I don't know, sometimes I get a little bored here at some of these stops, but then I'm like, no, Matt, you can't go to a busier one. You are not ready for that. It's gonna go from being boring to being super stressful and me wanting to pull my hair out. And that's definitely not something that I should dive into, at least right now, right away. Though this is a beginner server, so if I make mistakes, I'm pretty sure no one's gonna be super mad at me, but who knows. All right, it appears as though our next train is on the way. I was not notified by the previous station that this train was coming. I wish they would have let me know, but it seems like not everyone is communicating that way. Trains on this track, we have 3120 heading to the right. 3120, this one is going to WP, passing at 11:36, so right on time. WP, we're gonna go ahead and clear this track to the right, make sure it's going in the right direction, and then the train that's coming behind this one, this is the part that I am most excited for, and I hope I'm not kicked from the server before it happens. That train is actually going to be diverging from this track down here onto this track and heading to the CZ place. So that is going to be quite exciting to see. And of course, when those trains come by, we're gonna step outside and watch all of that happen. But this train is a bot and it's getting ready to come by any second now. So let's actually jump outside and run down to the tracks before we miss it. I'm gonna walk down here to the side track so we can watch it from that third track. All right, there he is. I can see him coming. He's moving really fast. He's going 200 kilometers an hour. There he is. I cannot wait until we can drive this train, guys. It's beautiful, so fast, so modern, high-speed bullet train. Definitely looks like the Avelia Liberty. Reminds me of it a lot. All right, we're gonna head back inside. You're leaving playable area. I am inside the office. What are you talking about? All right, so we're gonna let them know that 3120 is on the way here. Train 3120 departed at 11:36. We're gonna let them know. And now the next train actually due a minute later. I don't know where this train is. It's probably a few minutes behind. This one is going to the C place. So this one's supposed to come by 11:37, coming from the same direction but going to the C place. So we're gonna go ahead and get that track set up right now. We're gonna go ahead and execute this route. Oh, but we actually have to choose the interlocking direction. Now I have to send this to that next person and they need to approve it, and they did, which I'm happy with. Glad that was quick, because if it wasn't, then we would have had that train coming up and waiting. So we're going to execute the route for the next train, and you're gonna see these points right here in the middle. They are going to switch and connect and allow these here to disconnect. So now we have a full path for that train to diverge onto that third track. Pretty cool, pretty freaking cool. We're gonna step outside now. I don't know where that train is. I really hope that it's coming soon, because if I don't see that train coming, I'm gonna feel bad for changing that point so quickly, because there could be a train that's supposed to be coming in the opposite direction on that track, and I don't know, but I don't know, maybe not. Let's walk down to that siding so we can see the switch points. Yep, and our switch points are set. So the train that is arriving this way will diverge onto this third track on the right-hand side, going to a completely different place. It appears that that train is running late. It was supposed to be here at 11:37. It's 11:39, 2 minutes after, still hasn't come here. So let's see if that's an actual player that's playing the train, or if that's a bot that's coming. This is train 42120. Whoa, why is he so far away? He is 26 kilometers away and not moving. There must be some sort of signal issue. Oh no, that's not good. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and just take this off. First thing I'm gonna do is cancel this route, immediate route cancellation. And I believe you actually have to do it twice in order for it to fully work. There we go, route has been canceled. I'm just gonna wait now. I don't know what's going on with that train. 26.5 kilometers away. Is path for train 24123 on track 1 clear? Yeah, that train's gonna have to wait, because now this train needs to come. So I guess so. I'm gonna have to change the direction of that. So I'm gonna go ahead and let that station know that yes, the path for 24123 on track 1 is clear. Oh, I chose the wrong option. This one, 24123. There we go. We have officially switched the direction, and the switches are aligning, and now there is a full path for that train to head from the C place to the P place and then switch tracks. Perfect. At least that's going right. I don't know what is going on with this train down here, 42120, 26.5 kilometers away and not moving. I kind of want to message him and see what's going on. Maybe he just can't get his train started. I don't know what the deal is. I don't know. But I guess in the meantime, we're going to let this guy come through on the right. Now I want to see, when is the next train coming in those other directions? Ooh, 11:45. This is an express train. If this is on time, I'm probably gonna have this guy go first, because this is not an express train. They're both inner cities, but still, I might have this guy go first. He's going from W to P. The express train's gonna be coming this way. All right, we're just gonna see who enters the signal block first. That's what I'm gonna do. Because technically, if we're going by this board, I'm supposed to let this guy through first. Departure 45, departure 46. So I'm gonna have to wait. Apparently we didn't have the direction change fully confirmed, and I'm still learning here. So I had to put that through, and now the direction change is confirmed. So this train is now moving forward in this direction. I don't know when that express train is going to pop up here though, on 1W, so we're gonna have to see when that happens. But this arrow was blinking, and that just means that I guess he was requesting a switch, but I wasn't fully confirmed on my end, but I think that we're good now. But I'm still learning things, guys. I'm glad that I'm on a beginner server, and I'm so glad that I haven't switched to like a much larger dispatch section, because I would just be so overwhelmed. But it was showing that that train, that bot, was stuck at a red signal, but it is not anymore. So it's on its way. Still no sign of that express train coming though, so I think I am gonna send this one first. Yeah, that 42120, he's very late. I don't even know if he's moving at this point. I think he said 25.5 kilometers at one point. Now it's 2485, 2454. Okay, so I think he's moving. I think someone else is also checking up on him too. 42120. All right, there's that train coming through the interlocking now. We're gonna go ahead and exit the building and hopefully watch it switch. Oh, I don't wanna miss this. I think I might have come out way too late. Nope, we're good, but we're going to be seeing that train any second now popping up on the horizon. All right, he's got a yellow signal and he's about 1.25 kilometers out from the interlocking. So we're gonna be seeing him any second. Oh no, I knew this was gonna happen. I knew this was gonna happen. The express train's coming. All right, we are going to cancel the route. All right, I did a last minute switch to let this express train through. I know, not something I wanted to do, but according to the schedule, this express train needs to go by first. So we're going to go ahead and have that happen. I knew he was gonna be popping up and he's already late, but it's an express train. He gets priority. He's scheduled to go through first. So I am going to have this bot train stop here on this track and wait for the express train. Oh, this is gonna be a pretty cool sighting, guys. Seeing these two come by at the same time, actually. And we should be seeing both of them pop up any second now. Perfect timing. I literally had the perfect timing for this, because if I would have missed this by another 30 seconds, I would have had to have this express train that's getting ready to go by right now. I would have had to have them stop and have this slower train go by first. And that would have been a bad decision because I also wouldn't have been following the schedule. But also, are we allowed to, not go by this schedule? Like, am I allowed to, if this train is 10 minutes late and this train is 5 minutes early, to send this one first? I don't know. They also don't really have too much in the way of tutorials in this game, but I hope that, of course, that ultimately changes by the time that this game is fully released. So we're gonna jump back inside now. This train should be exiting the block any second, and now I can create a path for this train to get ready to execute by the time it moves out of the 1611 signal block and into the 1625, and now I should be a-okay 100% to send this 24123 train, which I am. And there we go. The track is green. So we're going to jump outside and run down to the interlocking so we can watch this happen. Our train is disappearing and reappearing. There we go. We're good. So we brought him on here and then we switch him behind and then he follows behind the express train. So there we go, perfect. Just as planned. Now I need to go let them know that all these trains are leaving, which I haven't done yet. So 1421, I'm gonna let you know that 1421 departed at 11:51. Then we're gonna let you know that 24123 departed at 11:52. There we go, perfect. All right, so what is next? Next is 11:55, then 11:59. Two more trains coming from the same direction. Perfect, awesome. And they communicated back to me and it's not an AI. Understood, 1421 departed 11:51. Perfect, 11:52. So everything's right on schedule, right on task. Okay, cool, awesome. Oh, looks like someone actually just joined this AI train too. I'm pretty sure that was a bot by the time it was passing through. Maybe that's why it disappeared from the map for a few seconds and reappeared, because someone actually joined the server. And there's already another train that is getting ready to come into our vicinity. So this whole dispatching thing is so cool, guys. But here's the thing, it has to be done right. It has to be done seamlessly, because if one person messes up, then I guess they could really ruin the whole timetable. They really could. Send one train in the wrong direction or send one train before another, and that might actually confuse the AI system, the computers that are controlling all of this stuff. So I don't know how stable that system is, but I'm sure that there definitely will be improvements over time for sure. All right, so we have a departure. Station to the left just let us know that train 42120 departed at 11:55. So we are going to confirm, understood. Train 42120 departed at 11:55. Oh, I spelled understood wrong. I put understood. Beautiful. I can't type to save my entire life. All right, so let's check pathways here. 42120. 42120, enter. Where are you going? You're going from P to C. So you are diverging onto this track. So now we need to do interlocking direction change, and we have to hope that you approve this. There we go, you have approved it. Now we send you into this direction. We will execute train route, and who are you? You are 14119. Let's head here, 14119, enter 11:59. You're on time as well, going from WP to P with no layover. WP to P, we're going to go ahead and clear that route for you as well and execute that. Perfect. We're going to exit the building and walk down to our interlocking so we can watch these trains go by. Then I think after this, I'm going to end this video. I think that I've shown at least enough of this. I'm gonna play for several more hours off camera, but this is awesome, guys. Really, one of my only main issues is that server disconnecting and, you know, being removed from the server. Oh, so this is the guy that was super late. Oh, okay, this is making sense now. I was wondering what happened. Remember 42120, how he wasn't coming? Well, now he is coming super late, but there's also a train that's on the other side that needs to come this way. Well, that's not going to be happening. We're actually gonna be sending that train first before we send the train that's on time, because this train is super late. We're gonna be seeing that one any second now. And then we have this train coming from this direction, heading this way. So there's this one. Let's jump and say hi. There we go, we're getting a honk. Thank you. I love this, it's so fun. It really is. They could do so much with this too. There is so much for them to add and change with this. And this guy is mega late, and it's gonna hold everything up. It really is. Honestly, I wanna do a driving session next after this. I think I'm gonna do that. Here this guy comes. This is the guy that's like, what, 20 minutes late? He was supposed to be pulling through here at like, what, 11:40, 11:45, maybe even earlier than that. And it's already noon right now in this server. And there's another train waiting on the track he's going in to come the same direction, you know? Now that we have that out of the way, let's go ahead and report what passed. We have 14119 heading to P. So let's let them know. 14119, 14119. They actually passed at noon, so we're gonna take out that. I'm gonna put that there. And now we should have a clear path. Any second, that train moves out of the 1611 signal block and into the 1625 signal block on the left side of the screen. There we go, any second now. And I can execute a path, awesome. 42120, let's let this guy know that 42120 is on the way. And now we have this train that was actually following just behind this one. This is an express train. This one should be going ahead of that guy. Not to mention that guy was rolling by pretty slow. Oh, I just hope that at the next stop, we let this train go ahead, and then the one in front of it diverge onto a siding track or something, you know? I think that would be the best move. All right, so now we're gonna answer and let this guy come through now. Now they can let 24223 come on track 1. Now I'm ready for that train. So now we can actually do our direction change. I don't think we can switch the direction of the travel yet because I think that train is still on that track. All right, we have to report that second train that passed, which is 1321. So let's let him know here. 1321 departed at, what was it, 02? Yeah, it was like 2 minutes past. So now he's got 2 trains coming in his direction. This is pretty easy to learn when you get the hang of it, but you gotta get the hang of it. If you come in here blind and not knowing what you're doing, things are going to get messed up 100%. All right, we have our direction change now. Execute. There we go, our direction has been changed, and we are going to set our path and execute our route so that the train comes from C place, goes this way left from this track onto this track, then onto the top track to continue left to P place. Perfect. That train's now going to be late because of the other one that was going the other way in the same direction, but we worked it out. So let's see what train is actually coming. This is 24223. That's this one. This one was due to pass by at 12:02, so it's already 2 minutes late. It's probably gonna end up being like 5 to 7 minutes late, I believe. But our next trains are are all coming from the P place and going to the W place except for the last train. This is definitely one of my favorite stations to play on as of right now, I will say. But I think this is a good place to wrap things up for this video. I definitely am enjoying this a lot. One of my only gripes again is the constant server disconnects. I hope that that is better in the final version. I hope that there are more stronger, dedicated servers, because it just seems like things just get dropped so easily, even though I have a good connection. I do live in North America. This is a North America server, so it's not like I'm connecting to, Polish servers with pings of 300 to 500. Like, I'm in a server with a pretty low ping, relatively low, so things should be good for the most part. But I've had a lot of fun here. But honestly, you guys, I'm ready to drive trains, so I think I'm gonna quit out of dispatcher, see if I collect any points, which I'm not sure if you do, and then, drive some trains for a little bit. That's gonna be exciting. Oh, I like this. So they did update things. I'm gonna get back to this in a second, but here comes that train that's heading in this direction, which is a bot player. I tried driving this train. I cannot for the life figure out how to get that thing moving. I do not know what to do. I have tried so many times to get that thing moving, and I don't know what I'm doing wrong, if I'm doing the steps incorrectly, but it is a mess. All right, we're gonna report that that train is through. This is 242223. So train departed at 242223 at 12:09. We're gonna send that up. And what is next? What is next on the list here? Oh yeah, that train is really, really late, but thankfully won't hold up anything else. We have 2 trains coming from that direction, one being an express and one not being an express train, but we'll see which one comes first on that end. But I think I'm gonna wrap things up here. Oh, what I wanted to talk about, I'm on the forums right now and they say that trains in your vicinity, in your radius, are gonna be white, and then ones outside are grayed out. And I like that. So you can see that here. Awesome, awesome. So you can see everyone on your server, which is what I wanted, but only the ones in your vicinity are white. And I hope that they keep it like that. I really do. Also, another part, you can literally communicate with the other stations. You just pick up the phone. Like, isn't that freaking cool? You can put a backlight on the phone. You can communicate with them, turn on your little desk lights for when it gets dark outside. This is cool. I'm gonna exclaim that many, many, many more times. But that's it, guys. I'm wrapping up this video. I hope you enjoy watching. I also hope you learned something. Even though this was not a direct tutorial, this is not meant to be a tutorial. If you want a tutorial, I know that Blue Games uploaded a really, really, really good video. Go check out his stuff. This is just kind of me having fun, showing off some stuff, you guys seeing my excitement and just seeing it, firsthand. But the game comes out January 13th, I believe. But until next time, so long and happy rail simming. Bye, guys.